Welcome back to the 7th episode of Panzer Corps Allied Corps DLC playthrough. And, well, without further ado, let's get to it.
Our success at Sidi Barani has forced the Italians to withdraw from Egypt. Their retreat has been marked by great disorder, but they've managed to cobble together a stand at Bardia, inside the Libyan border. This is, in fact, a quite formidable position, defended in the usual way by minefields and strongpoints, and your assault will have to be focused and very deliberate. Mark your objectives clearly. Fortunately, the Australians will be entering combat with you for the first time, and they are stout fellows all, more than up to the task. If we win here, much of Libya opens up to exploitation, and Operation Compass can widen its scope. Who can say at this stage how far it might reach? Onward.
Onward indeed, and yes, I think our efforts have to be focused and deliberate in this one. I got access to the Matilda now. That's pretty nice. We'll first get some replacements going on all our various units that took casualties last scenario. And let's have a look-see. What do we want to do here? Well, so there's a minefields around. So extra engineers could really be good. I think we'll actually get yet another engineer team here. So 4th mech eng for engineers. We can have 1st and 2nd engineers over in this area, like such, I think. So we can get 2 engineers on each one of these pillboxes here. And then we'll have more engineers over here as well. 1 here, so we can have 2 engineers on this. And 1 here, so we can have... Oh no, that's not an engineer. So we can have 2 engineers in these pillboxes. And I'm not sure we want to use our recon units for this. It's a fairly corridory, kind of limited mobility type map. We'll, however, get a couple airplanes with us here. I don't think we necessarily need too many, so 2 should do. I would rather have more units on the ground. And I would also want to have a 4th artillery. So we have a decent amount of artillery support for suppression as we move along here. I think the stronger artilleries will put them here. We could overstrength them with the elite replacements. Quite a bit. But it's expensive. I don't want to be spending prestige on that, to be honest. Because it's easily just removed by like an airstrike or something, and then 1 airstrike could cost us several hundred prestige points, even though it isn't that effective. Like, it only kills maybe 3 artillery strength, but it removes the overstrength, and yeah, let's not go for that. What I'm thinking is, well, 2 artillery supporting each of these 2 fronts advances. And maybe let's get the Matildas. Now, if you compare these various tanks, they all have pretty much the same gun. And the difference is in the initiative and defense and such. Matildas have as good initiative as a Cruiser Mark IV for some reason. More fuel, that's good, but they can only move 3 tiles per turn. That's a very slow tank. However, it's got more than twice the ground defense that, say, the Cruiser Mark IV has. I think a couple of Matildas could do us good here. So let's go 1st Matildas and 2nd Matildas. Just put the 1st Matildas there and the 2nd Matildas there. So we got 4 engineers, 1 Matilda and 2 artillery moving in on each front here. In addition to a little bit of air support, we also have these ships over here. So how do we use these ships usefully? But these 4 units will be sitting out And we only have 42 prestige left over. Is that really all? Well, I guess it makes sense. We got 2 Matildas. How much did they cost actually? 374. We got this for 285, so we got an artillery piece as well. So yeah, 42 prestige is all we have left. So we need to, if we're going to be able to reinforce some of our forces, we need to take these strong points first. So, well, there you have it. Let's end turn. Or rather begin the scenario here. I want the auxiliary engineers to be up in front. As, well, there's gonna be minefields that I want them to get to first to clear out. Oh, let's press F7 to open up this tab, by the way. This pillbox sells fairly well. Fairly well suppressed right now. Let's go with the Corps engineers. A little bit of casualties, but that's fine. And here, we'll put 2 engineers on each one of these. We'll cake on some artillery support for them. 1 artillery shooting each pillbox or bunker. What are they actually called? Strong point. Okay. Well, let's open up with the auxiliary ones. Okay. Very nice. So let's just quickly finish that, I guess. Distinguished Conduct Medal. Alright. I think we can move the Matilda up here. Like, we shouldn't attack the strong point with it. At least not until it's been suppressed a bit. But if the pillbox attacks the Matilda, well, it could be terrible as well, actually. They have 10 hard attack. But I think if the pillbox does attack the Matilda, we'll be in a decent-ish position. Let's fly over here and see what's in the area. Okay, some infantry is holding that strong point. Possibly supported by anti-air, I'm not sure. The range of these are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, so I mean, they could possibly support us over here. Let's get these guys over here. Get a little bit of intel. Okay, we got anti-air over here. That could be good to take out. Very nice, doing a little bit of damage to this. Then we got this pillbox. We'll first attack with the auxiliary engineers. Good, didn't take too much casualties, and hopefully we'll finish it off without too much more. Alright, I'm happy with that result. As they didn't have any artillery support in the engagement though. Oh, hello. Well, okay then. So that's something to keep in mind. Keep bombing this thing. They have a range of, I think, 3, so we'll move this guy back here. And then we can move him back again next turn to finish spotting this guy to take it out. We can attack this. That worked out pretty well. And then we can attack this. Okay, now we have some more intel here. This has a range of 3, so it reaches down here. Worth noting. Alright. This artillery is doing pretty well, I would say, even against strong points. Got those guys almost fully suppressed. And we'll move in here with our Corps engineers. And we can finish the job with the Matilda. Now I know there's a minefield up here, so we're not going to push too hard. We do need to locate this minefield. There's one mine. I hope the enemy doesn't have too much worth mentioning in regards to a air force, but we'll see. Get some artillery here, get some artillery there. Hopefully the minefield stretches past here so they can't just attack me from the side with these units and do some damage to my artillery, but we'll see. And with these guys, I want to just push straight through here and kind of pincer this area before kind of moving further north. I think we'll have a more focused attack going in here. So let's get to this bunker here, in fact. And avoid that pillbox, I would say. We'll need the artillery down here to suppress these bunkers before we make a move. That's pretty nice. Maybe we can finish it. Close to, anyway. Right, and then there's going to be a minefield up ahead. Let's move these guys here. Right, and these guys here. Okay, we located some mines. And we passed it to the next turn. Oh, hello enemy ship, how you doing? Oh, now the tanks are attacking our ships as well. I guess that's good. Can we bomb that ship? Yes. Should we bomb that ship? That's not a question. Oh, we can take it on with these guys at least, that's for sure. Ah, damn it. Could have done more damage to it, but oh well. We'll fall back a little bit with them and we'll move this ship over here. So these guys will have to move up once more, or one more tile to attack, and can't attack and then retreat. I guess we could attack that, but then there's the anti-air gun, so let's not. Instead, let's do what we can here, I suppose, and we haven't seen any enemy air force yet, but let's fly back and refuel our hurricanes regardless. Well, in light of that, I guess I should say. Let's move these guys in here. Okay, we've detected some more mines, which will start breaking through next turn. Well, we'll start breaking through it this turn, but we'll fully break through them next turn. And we have these units there kind of in reserve, staying away from the enemy bunkers. Oh well, not reserve necessarily, but in the back. Alright, so can we move through here? Yes, seemingly this minefield is not the largest. That being said, let's widen the gap a little bit. This artillery can attack this guy, and he's almost defeated. Very nice. Let's get the artillery in position here. And here. I don't want to go too far with these units just yet. I want to know what's up here and make sure that nothing comes pushing down. Now, we should be a little bit quick in this scenario if I recall correctly, but so far so good. And there we go, exactly what I hoped would happen. He came chasing in and wasted his move doing so. And now we can finish it. I mean, this is pretty nice actually. They're using the tanks to attack their ship rather than my incoming force there. Oh, you're right, this has 3 range, so we should be moving in a little bit more rapidly towards that. There we go, and now we can let these tanks over here have it as well. Oh well, let's move over here. Get eyes on this thing. And hopefully take it out. Okay, so the thing is, we can send in this aircraft here now to attack the anti-air. That didn't quite work out. Okay, well, that's how it is sometimes. Let's send the hurricanes over to support. And, well, I don't necessarily want to move my artillery in here before we have our engineers in position. So 1, 2, 3 range. So over here we could move the engineers out. But okay, we move these guys here like this. Okay, and there's some infantry. I think maybe we attack that infantry, keeping artillery outside of range from this. Let's try to inflict a bit of casualties here. Good, they're pretty hurt. Range of 3. Well, let's move these guys here. No, don't go around that way. God damn it, why can't I waypoint them better? Oh well, we'll move them over here. I don't want them to be shot at by the artillery. Or the, whatever this is, the fort. Right, now I'm going to start opening up a hole in the minefield here as well. And we'll move them until then, see if there's more mines up ahead. A little bit. Send this guy in this direction. That's not a fort. That should be dealt with ASAP. Right, we can move the artillery pieces up here, so next turn they should be able to suppress this. There's an anti-tank unit there. Right, okay, we're coming in like that. Slow and steady wins the race, I think. Emphasis on steady. But the Matilda can attack these guys, and that should work out, although it didn't really do anything to them, but that's fine. Right, so we move on to the next turn. Okay, well, I mean, we're keeping these tanks busy. So although they might do some serious damage to this ship over time, I'm okay with that. Okay, that's not ideal. We should have artillery support in these units, but we do need to get through the breach as well, so... Yeah, that last remaining anti-air gun, not very effective. And this guy here we need to just fall back with. Ooh, well, he hit our auxiliary engineers, so that's good. That guy went for main engineers, or core units. Fantastic, that's a very failed attack from the Italians though. Okay, well we're gonna just bomb this I think, or do we bomb a tank instead? None of these have anti-air capabilities, so... Let's, okay, yeah, we'll do that, and then such, and then attack this with the bomb bow. And then do this. So we're gonna move this guy away here so it doesn't get completely eradicated, but that's gonna redirect our tanks unless we give the tanks something to shoot at. So we can give them these to shoot at, which might not be a good idea, but it will keep these tanks hopefully away from our main forces pushing through over here, giving them a much easier time doing so. Right, okay, so this artillery can attack that guy. We push that engineer squad out there while attacking this with this. Then we'll attack and take out these infantry cell with the Matilda for now, I think. Or hopefully take out anyway. Just, if we move them here, I think they shouldn't be able to get through to that artillery. And if they are, we'll just have these guys there kind of blocking that for them. Seemingly, okay, we'll put these guys there so that it's not just... this should block access to the artilleries for the enemy. And we can attack this one. Wow, that... almost couldn't have gone better. That was a pretty good attack though. So what we can do is bombard this guy with artillery. Move this guy up front there and engage the fort. I believe the fort will give these guys artillery support. Let's see. Seemingly it won't. Okay. Well, that's good. We're gonna attack the fort though. We took a bit of casualties on that one. I'm gonna fall back with these dudes and move in with this. Right, that kind of works. Okay, we should probably deal with the fort first, which we could have done, but I decided otherwise. We're gonna attack this anti-tank here. Next turn we'll finish the fort though. Now let's see, that's all we can do this turn. Okay. So far so good, I'd say. This tank decided to move in here. We'll decide to bomb the living hell out of it, whilst moving artillery further up ahead, and then bombing the shit out of this. Alright, so far so good. Let's see, this thing had a range of 3, so we can probably safely get this guy over here. It's just kind of a ready to go scout if we want him to later. And I think we'll attack that with, well, we'll take on those guys with these guys, yeah? Then move these guys in to finish off the anti-tank gun. Well, I was hoping they would finish off the anti-tank gun anyway. Let's see, so we got this infantry here. Okay, we'll just finish them with these guys, that's fine. And then we got this artillery. I think we're doing okay here, we're making some good progress. Just do such. Move in there. Okay. Attack this with the tank. That was a bad call actually. Should have attacked them with the these infantry units there with the tank. But oh well. We'll try to entice them to go and retake this victory point here. And when they do, we'll destroy them. Not sure if I want to get replacements for this engineer unit here. How much will that cost? 57 prestige. Yeah, I'm not so sure about it, to be honest. I don't think we necessarily need to. Damn it, I was hoping we'd finish that, but okay. Whatever. Well, we'll do this. We'll move up like such. Start bombarding stuff around. Not necessarily this fort though. Not liking these casualties. I think we'll save the ammo on the artillery, so there's not really that much point in starting to shoot at this right now. Saves us a little bit of, well, prolongs the time before we need to resupply them basically. Okay, we'll see if we can get this tank out of the game now. Okay, we'll use this artillery to do that. Good. And this artillery we will resupply. And we will just start pushing up a little bit further here. Resupply these guys. Resupply those guys. And, well, we'll just establish a front line kind of thing going on over here. These artilleries need to resupply soon as well. But we'll get to that in due time. We don't need to deal with that bunker, we can just bypass it. And let's see, how do we handle the situation here? I think like this, maybe. And like this. Okay, so we attack that anti-air unit. That should make things easier for our Air Force. Let's bombard this. And, oh, I was hoping for a little bit of better results than that, but okay. That's good enough, I guess. So we still have these forts we want to deal with, if we can. And we're not going to attack those guys in the hill there with the Matilda. The Saglieri is like the Italian mountain troops. Can we inflict casualties on this AT gun? Yes, but we're probably going to take some in return. Okay. There's a fort over there. That is unfortunate. Oh, no, 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 don't go that way! Do not go that way, holy shit. Oh no. Oh my god, I can't believe those guys are still alive. Okay, we're gonna have to put out the rescue mission going in here. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Right, well... Oof. That could have quickly gone a lot worse. Kinda wanna bombard this artillery over here, but then these guys will be, or the ships will be open to the fort. And I don't want that, so let's see what we can do here. Alright, we kinda need to rescue those guys, so... Gotta put some pressure on these tanks, so... Try to push them away. Damn it, they're gonna go this way, but okay, no, they're going that way. Okay, we're in the clear, Good, and I'm gonna move the... If I move the Matilda over there... Okay, I mean, if they attack the artillery, this other artillery will support them. I don't think they see this other artillery necessarily, so they might try to go for this. Which is fine, because we can then finish in the next turn around. And I think I'll maybe get some replacements for one of these engineer teams, so... This artillery needs to resupply. And we'll put focus on this AA gun over here. Fantastic, it's gone. Okay, we'll move that engineer squad over there. And we'll try to keep the ones that are of a little bit strength up on the front line, so... I think we'll move the Matilda around this way. Can't really attack that because of this artillery here. Then we have these dudes. Okay, so we have like a front line of engineers and whatnot, but I would say it's the best front line I've ever seen. They are kind of worn down a little bit. We can remedy this though. But the question is, do we need to use prestige here? Because I think we might not need to. Okay, we're taking a bit of casualties for sure. We need that artillery, or these artillery set to actually be up with the front line. So maybe we push the front a little bit too fast and too furious. I think we'll just get some replacements if we can. We obviously can, but yeah, acquisition points wise though. But we should be fine, so let's just do that. And try to put this in full suppression if we can as well. So these guys need to be resupplied, but the thing is, I don't want them to stop our artillery here from moving up. So we're gonna do this, this, this. We got 2 shots left on that artillery, which isn't optimal. But we can maybe bombard that and try to scare away that artillery, that infantry there. And then we can resupply this artillery. Let's put some more pressure on these tanks. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, that worked out. Okay, well, I wasted artillery strike on the enemy artillery. That was... nothing really good came out of that. But maybe we can finish this tank now and then move on with our lives from here. Yes, we can. Fantastic. Okay, so we can start putting pressure on this fort here and or the enemy artillery. Which one of those it'll be, we'll figure out next turn. Luckily our ships outrange the forts, so that is good. I don't don't think it's advisable to attack those guys, and we'll just resupply these dudes. Right, okay. Now we got a new aircraft ready to go in. Let's get it going. Oh, right, that fort. I forgot about that. Oh, that's inconvenient. Well, we'll resupply this artillery here. Bombard those guys a little bit. And hopefully take that. Good. Finish that off with the Matilda, I believe is the call here, or the play. Then, well, there is this fort, and we don't really need to deal with this fort. Although, it is giving us some trouble, that's for sure. Because if we can stomp this frickin' artillery here down a little bit, then we can actually make some moves on this front. Right, so that's heavily injured. Attacking these Bersaglieri, so it's gonna lead to some casualties, but... Oof, more than I wanted to take, to be honest. Well, I would prefer to take none, but that's just not realistic, though. However, we opened up the front a little bit so we can attack this artillery here whenever we have the opportunity to do so. I think we'll move this infantry in here and set up the artillery behind it. Attack that anti-tank with these guys. Then pull back, and we haven't been using these guys for anything, have we? We're moving a tank just to have an entire front line here in front of the artillery. We got a few people on the back burners, so... Do I attack this anti-tank gun with Matildas? I think I will, actually. Yeah, that worked out. Right, so let's start to bombard this fort. Hopefully be able to take out some of its strength, but so far we haven't really succeeded in that. Now we could maybe do something to this artillery here. And let's see. If I were to do this, I think I will actually. Okay, there's more artillery. We might sneak our ships around to go and bombard that artillery. We should have more effect on that. But I think there's a fort also there, if I recall correctly. Which will reach out pretty far. And we'll scout with this dude, see if there's anything up ahead. Yeah, I don't think we should attack while the artillery is supporting that over there. But maybe we can inflict some casualties here. I don't think we should when only a 4-strength unit is all we have. We might want to reinforce some more of these units, to be honest, because we're running a little bit low on time here. Another 7 turns or 8 turns we have to finish this. Right, our auxiliary units are taking quite a beating, but that's absolutely fine. And the enemy artillery there is done for. We'll resupply this artillery. And that enemy artillery was here. I know if this is a fort, then there's no way they have a like an anti-air unit in the area. So we can start bombarding this thing. And we'll have to get in range of this fort, but it could be worth it if we can take on this artillery piece. So actually, if we can get the engineers over to these forts, then we can probably just stomp the force down real quick. Right, for now, let's focus down that anti-tank gun though. Let's just see if we can get it out of rotation, so to say. The fort over here, we really need to stomp that down, so actually if we can do this, remove this artillery from the line of fire off the fort. And try to attack this anti-tank gun so we can break through and maybe take out this. That's a lot of casualties on infantry attacking an anti-tank gun. Holy crap. Right, okay, but I'll push these guys in here with artillery support. With artillery also supporting the artillery supporting them. Let's see here. Good. Okay, we will send one of these engineers over here to deal with this. But possibly we can take on the city pretty adequately right now. Let's see. All these units are kinda... do I want to reinforce them or don't I? I don't think we need to. We're about to push in her pretty hard. I think 7 more turns we should be able to do this without any more reinforcing. The first wave of reinforcements I think helped out though, but any more than that I think it's just pushing the luck really. We're gonna take some casualties on this, but let's do it. Oh, that went better than expected. Fantastic. Good to have it going that way as well sometimes. Alright, well this specific engineer unit might die. But we'll move these guys in here and take the city, and then we'll have 2 artillery units in back of this, so that could help out. I'm gonna put this in a close defense position, which is not ideal. But we can push around. No, I don't want to have this in mountains 2 turns in a row. We might lose the Matilda for that. Just kind of want to push around and get this artillery piece, but I think it's ill-advised at this stage. Oh, right. Well, that's not so good. Oh, they do have anti-air. Okay. Alright. Well done. Right, okay, we're taking a lot of punishment here. We might need more reinforcements or resupplying, so I think we'll do... reinforcements. And I think we'll get that on these guys, if I'm being honest. This fort should go down fairly fast once the engineers are attacking it. And let's resupply this. Bombard that a little bit if we can take it out. That would be fantastic. Maybe now with the Matilda. Yep, very nice. And we need to fly away with this aircraft here. Just maybe post it up over here or something. Just gonna leave it a bit exposed, I think. Over the pillbox potentially. Yeah, we'll just keep... Oh, nice, very good. Yeah, I think maybe it was a little bit wasteful to resupply those guys, but screw it. We did it, and we're sticking to the results of it. Because a lot of our engineer squads are fairly low on actual units right now. Although some of them are seemingly okay. We'll wait a little bit before we use them though. This pillbox, if we could deal with that. Because I'm scared to use this artillery right now. 1, 2, 3 range. It's not ideal. Okay, well... We are not having the greatest effect at the moment. We could attack this pillbox, I guess. Let's just do it. It has to be done at some point. Might as well rip the band-aid off now. And other than that, there's 1 aircraft there we could make a move with. And that move is fly back and refuel. Alright. Okay, we really only need to clear out the city now and then we're good to go. But I would like to get rid of these forts that are just kind of wreaking havoc on my units. Alright. Damn it. And there we go. No more artillery for them. This is the 4th artillery, so we brought this in this turn, or in this battle, without any real experience, so we could put it in line of this fort, but let's resupply it first though. And let's bombard the hell out of that shit, and see what we can do. Okay, it's looking good. Very nice, and we fall back and let someone else come in and take over. Yeah, I mean, there's not that much left that we need to deal with. Oh, I could have attacked with this guy, but oh well. We can maybe take out the fort. Yep. Good stuff. Okay. We send these guys over here. And that's it for this turn, I think. Except we're gonna fly that guy over there. And yeah, next turn. Ah yeah, they see what's coming. I want to get our engineers before they get them. Which is fair enough, I guess. Now we can take on this damn anti-air unit, though. They're more waste than one, in fact. Okay, we send the engineers in. We send the artillery up. Start bombarding. Send these guys over there. These guys over here. And, yeah, that fort isn't going to do much to anyone anymore. That being said, let's make sure that anti-air doesn't do too much to anyone else anymore either. Well, it might still, actually. We have enough fuel to just kind of hang around here, I guess, until we have a better opportunity. Okay, we're gonna make sure we have a lot of artillery support for these units, though. Resupply these guys, and let's just bomb the living hell out of that little tile there, Bardia. Remove entrenchment, etc., and then we'll set in an attack if enough of them are suppressed, and enough of them are. So we attack with the engineers. A little bit of casualties, but we are making progress. That is the important part. Well, we could just roll over here and finish that. That potentially leaves some of the units there a little bit exposed, but I don't think in a meaningful way. Okay, we're doing pretty good actually. Of course we're taking casualties still, but that's just, you know, that's how war is basically. Okay, oh no, this is a core unit. Oh, I can't believe it didn't die. Oh my god, so lucky. Oh my god, so lucky. Oh my god, so lucky. Do you understand how lucky I just got there? Oh my, what happened that combat? They just had terrible rolls. Across the board. Whew, we didn't lose the engineers. Wow. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna get them the fuck out of here. Holy shit. That was lucky. Oh my lord. Either way, we can fly in and finish this thing off, and then well, let's just move this tank over here. Pressure it down a little bit, and then we have engineers ready to attack next turn. And well, let's just bombard these guys, finish them off. Whew! So that was extremely lucky. I'm reluctant to send in meaningful forces there now. I mean, okay, they got the lorries up here, but it doesn't really matter. They got massive artillery support. In fact, we might be able to just take out this city tile here right now. Rugged defense, not what I want to see, but they're all fully suppressed, so it doesn't really matter. Right, we'll put this guy in here to distract some fire, so nothing else takes the hits. Man, I'm shocked that the engineer team there is still alive. Oh my lord, that's lucky. That's a lot of prestige points we didn't lose there from that. Oy vey. there we go. The fort took this out, which is basically kind of what I wanted to happen. Or we could have moved these in as targets as well, I guess. But oh well. Ah, damn it. Oh well. So I just bombard the living hell out of that stuff. Move engineers in here. Finish these guys. Move those tanks in here. And hey, we can maybe take this city now. Then we don't have to deal with that fort at all, really. Let's see. Just remove entrenchment. Attack with everything we got. Get that city. Get that city, boy! Okay, well, that's a little bit of casualties. Let's retreat with these guys. Then we can pour in these guys to supplement the attack a little bit there. Okay, well that could have gone better. Maybe we're in too much of a hurry. Right, okay, well... These guys can move in here, but not attack. And with that, we pass to the next turn, and we are on schedule here. Okay, a little bit more casualties in our artillery. That's fine. And then we just finish them. Simple and easy. Bombard the living hell out of everything we can. Maybe we try to take out this fort as well. I mean, we might as well. Probably not taking it out, but we can do some damage to it probably and get some experience. No, we're gonna take some damage and lose some experience instead. That's a much better call. I need to awaken a hurricane attack. Yes. Do I want the hurricane to attack though? Probably not. Alright, okay, we'll just leave the hurricane there. There we go. Then we can move these guys in and attack this fort. And there we go. Well, we eradicated the enemy. And we have one turn left to do it then. So I think it was a good thing that we actually spent the requisition points that we did on replacements. Could have probably played it a bit more optimally, but if it works, it works. So it's a triumph. And the Italians have utterly crumbled. Bardia's in the bag and the whole of Cyrenaica, or however you say that, is apparently open to our advance. Who could have thought just a few weeks ago that there could be such a reversal of fortune? It is epic. The credits must go to your outstanding generalship. Bravo. Well, thank you very much, thank you very much. Either way, I hope you enjoyed watching the episode, and if you did, well, I wouldn't mind if you would consider leaving a like on it, and maybe even subscribing to my channel if you aren't subscribed already, as there will certainly be more Panzer Corps content here in the future. That being said, thank you for watching, you can catch me in the next one, and have a good one.